Hey y'all, what's going on? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Say hello to me when you get here. I'm trying to fix this so I can go on TikTok and say hi. What's new? Which camera? Oh, look, I'm like, which camera is on? I'm on this camera. How y'all feeling though? Say hello to me when you get down here in the chat. Y'all, oh, excuse me, I'm belching. I done got sick, but I don't even know if I want to claim that as a sick. I don't know what to call it. But I got something. My friends keep saying it's allergies. Hold on, I'm trying to go over here and go on TikTok. Give me a moment. But yes, it's nice seeing you guys, and I promise I am not going to be here long. I know I always say I'm not going to be here long, and then I end up being here long. Not today. Not today. Boom. Let me get this going. All right, done. Settings. What do TikTok want me to do? So what's new with y'all? I came on here. I had my tea. How is everybody doing tonight? It's Wednesday. Whew. Sending a good. I don't know what this is. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, none of them let y'all see all of this stuff. Swipe left to close. Okay. I don't know what TikTok got me doing stuff. But yeah, so anywho, it's Wednesday. It's 8 o'clock. We are here. Sharing is caring. And there's just so much stuff that's been going on around the world. All right, let me get this where I need it to be. And y'all tell me what's been going on with y'all. So I'm in a great mood, even though I don't feel well. Even though I don't feel well, I'm always still in a great mood. We are here today. We are on time. I'm excited about that. And yeah, just all the new things. I'm gonna put my phone up. All the new things that has just been going on. Chaos all over the planet, y'all. Look, Blueface that came home. Blueface that came home, and the internet has been in an uproar since then. Okay, outside of that, I don't know what I was saying earlier. Like, I don't know if it's a cold. I don't know if it's the season changing. I don't know what it is, but excuse me. But I'm tired. I have been able to get some rest though. I was so busy. Just so many great things have just been going on. Hey Andre, how are you? I think I want to put the comments back like this. Since we didn't vote on it today. How you doing? Y'all see I'm here with my tea, fighting a good fight of faith. But I was like, let me come on here this week because I couldn't do it last week because I was extremely tired running around. We did the goal at the church was to feed 700 people, and instead of the 700 people, we were able to feed 970 people. So shout outs to St. Luke for that. Oh no, we gotta stop. Look, you said I'm fine. Andre, do you know what I'm fine mean? Do you know what the word fine stands for? It's so funny because I should call them right now and they be like, "Oh my God, somebody just told me that they were fine." Do you know what fine means? And they'll tell me what fine means. So I don't like to say I'm fine because when you use the word fine, you're really not fine. Because fine stands for fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. A wise woman taught me that. And was like, so don't say that. so so I don't say that word. Hi, Sanara. Oh wow, how are you? Glad you were able to join us. So I'm sorry, y'all. I can't believe my first day back and I'm sick. but I don't know. Oh, he said all of that. See. So look, she was right when she taught me that. She taught me that years ago. So and usually when I say it, I'm like, oh, once she told me what it meant, when she broke it down, like what that word meant, I was like, yeah, that's me. That's me. Uh, so see, Andre. So now we gotta stop saying we fine. I'll use any other word like I'm good. um, I hate TikTok. So it's just so much stuff that's going on. Hey, she says, I'm well. Hope you feel better soon. Thank you so much. Hey, Alexis girl, what's going on? All right, yo, so because I gotta give you all the tea. As I drink tea, I gotta give you all the update as what's going on with me. Or well, would have gone on, or has gone on, whatever. Um, so yeah, so listen, when I first got, and I know it might sound crazy. I know it might sound crazy. She said, "Hi, Alexis, welcome." So I remember when I first got laid off, I was excited because I wanted to be able to be more active at my church. Every week we do pop ups. So if you know anybody in the Baltimore area, every Wednesday at 10 o'clock is a pop up for you to come and get like groceries, food items, whatever we have from different people who give it to us, right? From the grocery stores and stuff like that. So I remember I was so happy. And because every Saturday, every fourth Saturday of the month, or as y'all like to say, the last Saturday, because some months have 5 weeks, we do food distribution and laundry detergent and all that other stuff, right? So I was excited when I got laid off because I was like, oh, I'll be able to do that. Oh, look at them coming up to about 10, 15. See, there they go. She's one of the leaderships, okay? And I was excited because I was like, oh, I'll be able to do that. Um, and but at first I wasn't able to do it. And now that I'm able to do it, I actually look forward to it. So one of my friends asked me and was like, hey, well, do you think you're gonna go back to a job? Like, are you looking for a job? Because y'all know I'm trying to get the coins up on the internet coins. And I was like, honestly, y'all, I really do like not having to go clock in. I really do. I mean, this is really a life I could get used to. Like, and I know it probably sound crazy, but this is really a life that I really like to be able to just get up and randomly be like, come on, let's go do this today. And be able to do it. Um and I was like, but you know how unemployment, play those games. Like Andre say, yes. See, Andre, you always feel me. Like you don't never leave me hanging. So I'm like, yeah, but stuff still gotta get paid. So I was like, well, I was telling my sister earlier, I was like, well, I think maybe I may have to go find a job, maybe just to stop the unemployment for a little while so that can sit over there. And then maybe I'll go and get fired. And then that way the unemployment and stuff can pick back up again. And then this way I can just not work again and keep doing this until, CCS blows the way it's supposed to blow. And sometimes I gotta be like, girl, hold on because there's things that's going on because honestly um even in the midst of this, like, this is really the happiest I've ever been in my life. um Even though I may not have everything I want, but I'm definitely always able to look around at every day and I'm like, yo, but I have everything that I need. You know what I mean? And I don't know, this is why, because somebody asked me earlier and was like, um well, how do you just do it and you still be happy? And I'm like, because I have things that come along, but I was like, I don't know. I'm not miserable. I'm not mad because I remember when I was in this situation before, over 10 years ago, I was just in a different space altogether and I was angry. But I was like, I really am at peace. I really am at peace and I'm just going with the flow. And I was about to be concerned a couple minutes ago about something that was my fault and I'm just like trying to pay it. Right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like broke and happy. Well, no, we're not gonna say broke because broke is a mindset. We're gonna say building and happy, okay? Building and happy. Like my one friend, she be like, girl, I'm broke. I'm like, girl, you is not broke. You is building. You overcoming a cash flow problem. So I just was super excited about that. But even still with how good God is. So right now for like different businesses and stuff, or people who want to advertise and promote, I was like, all right, I wanted to give back. So I took my advertising and stuff like that down to, $50. And people have signed up for it. But what really made me go, oh my gosh, Eureka, was the fact that somebody had gave me somebody had paid for a promo to me. This is how I looked at it. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes. Thank you. Send me some roses and stuff. I ain't set a goal on this live. Sorry, y'all. You know, um, TikTok be showing up and they show out. Um, so and then somebody had ended up. Look at the family reunion. Hey, CJ. Thank you for liking the live. But they were like, "Hey, CJ," and I was super excited because somebody had sent me something, and I was like, "Oh wow, they don't even have um a business or anything, but they contributed to the flyer. If y'all may have seen it, did y'all see the flyer, the Thanksgiving flyer?" And I was like, "Oh well, God, thank you for even just having somebody contribute to something that they don't even have." Do y'all know? You ever experienced that where somebody contributes to something that you're doing that has nothing to do with them? They have no rhyme or reason. They just do it. So I was so appreciative to that because I was like, you don't even have no business. Why is you sending me money for a business for a flyer and you don't even have no business? But it was just like, cause I mean, it's for you. So I was like, oh, this is so dope. So it's just those things. So I'm just genuinely in a space. Um, what happened recently? Oh, so I'll be telling you. If you are a Patreon member, you'll be able to see more of it on Patreon. In the back. So now that everything is over, I could discuss it. Even though I got popped on the hand for saying that the other day, but it was all good. You know how you don't like to share everything. You know how I usually always come here and I share with y'all everything that I'm doing. So I've had some great opportunities that have come my way. I had interviewed with Tasha K. Yep, y'all. I interviewed with Tasha K and I interviewed with TikTok. So I'm going to put all of that stuff on a Patreon. So that's why it's imperative for you to be a Patreon member because I don't just be putting everything everywhere anymore. So those were new exciting adventures. Stop. I'm gonna put you out. I'm gonna put you out. Those were new exciting things that I got to do, and I've got to learn along the way in those experiences, y'all. Because on this 50 days, I'm doing this 50 days of faithfulness. Oh, Andre, how is your 50 days going? 50 days to 50. Um, and since I've been doing this, I have some really great things to you know, discuss, talk about, that I've written about, that has actually occurred during these 50 days. I even recently, today actually, um, somebody that I love them on TikTok. Actually, they had Instagram. They started an Instagram, and I want to say when TikTok was about to shut down, that's when they started pushing more people to Instagram, telling people go to their Instagram. Um, Smack the Messenger. If you're familiar with him, he was like a pro at covering the little Woody YSL Young Thug trial. Meanwhile, he posted a post, and Carlissa, y'all know Blueface's mother. She called herself getting smoked with me the other day. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me put Draco out. Let me know if y'all here. Seen it. Showtime and you playing. All right, y'all, I'm back. What did you say? It's the same thing as doing business as usual. Most people buy product services because they buy into the person more than the actual product. Yes, okay. And this is what I need. That's buy into me, okay? Because I am my product. Oh, make sure you guys share the show for me tonight. So sharing, I know if you hold on, y'all, commercial. If you open this door, yo, because he know how to open the door, you're gonna go in the cage, and we back. So, um, so share the show. So I'm just super excited about that. You said day 16 is amazing. Get ready for the birthday party. Oh, nice, nice. I hope you have a great birthday, because 50 is a great age to be. Hey, hey, Benita, how you doing? And you guys, make sure you share the show out for me because it is important, okay? But my nose all clogged, so pardon me if I sound congested. But I've really had some great things that happened along this, 50 days, 50, and he's one of the people that I really like. So to actually even have a conversation, I need to stop rubbing on my neck for people think I got an Adam's apple. Um, it's just God has just been doing what He did, okay? But I don't know. I have so much to to tell y'all because within that week of last week, I was exhausted. I ran around, did everything with the church last week. We had, well, it was two events last week, and I had to do my follow up interview with Tasha K and my freaking other interview with TikTok. You better stop it with TikTok. That's what I was talking about. And I've got to learn different things that I didn't know. But y'all know for real. So you know how we thought that the Cardi B and Tasha K stuff was just like a little internet thing. Y'all know that? No, like no, that's really a thing. So like she cannot discuss anything that involves Cardi B at all. So I got some little tea. I got to learn some stuff. Like it's really a thing. And then I got to learn um different gems and things as far as TikTok, like what to do, how to do it. So TikTok was offered me to be a talent scout, you know? You understand? A talent scout to go look for new talent. Not even just new talent, but look for people on there, get them to join. Like those agencies that are on there, but they are free agencies and they train you and show you what to do and how to do it. So I learned, what I thought was big on TikTok. You know how we thought different things were big on TikTok as far as the stuff that we see that goes viral and things like that. But this company, their focus is on the lives that are on TikTok. They don't, you know how Instagram and all these other platforms. And look, this may help y'all too. Some of y'all people who business owners are trying to or want to monetize off of the internet. Y'all know I'm gonna get the information and come tell y'all every time because sharing is what? It's caring. Um so TikTok TikTok is the last platform that is focused on the live base of people and content creators versus now how we have the pre-recorded content and the videos, the edits and stuff like that. So I learned that TikTok is more live focused and that's where they get their stuff and how they push you out and they'll train you and let you know everything that you need to do in order for you to be successful on TikTok. And y'all, here I'm thinking that it's like the drama stuff that's real big on TikTok. And you know what, Benita, you remember because you was with me when I first started my TikTok journey. So I learned that the top genres that are on TikTok is really the hey, thank you for liking the live. Send me some roses. They ain't give me no gold. But your girl need a coin, okay? Let's just call a thing a thing. All right, pen. There we go. And just three little roses, and then I'll make my goal. Um, and so it's a lot of stuff that I've learned here within the last 2 weeks that could really help me. You ever feel like you've learned some stuff that could really help you, but it's a part of you that just don't feel like it? Kind of like you know better, but you wish better still didn't know you. I'm torn in between the two. Oh, thank you. Thank you. He said his roses on YouTube. Now that was cute. That deserves a cheer. Can you hear the cheer? That was cute. Thank you. Thank you for the roses on YouTube. Thank you. Shout out to YouTube. Shout out to CJ. But so I'm just really excited about that and just learning all the stuff. So I feel like everything just keeps happening the way it's happening. That I keep getting information poured and put and downloaded into me for me to use for different opportunities and things like that. But I don't know. It's just like, and so I'm loving the fact that here you have these people on these bigger platforms who have seen my stuff, who is like, hey, your work is good. Your work is good. Your personality is good. Like you are really good. And it wasn't until I was having a conversation with Pastor where she was talking to me and she gave me a different perspective on how to see stuff because I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, whereas though she's like, look, your background is not even in this lane. You have a law enforcement background. And the fact that I come from a law enforcement background to going into this noun, and those people who are in that same category who are a lot further than me are telling me like, yo, your stuff is good. Like your visuals is good, your editing, like everything is great, So it's like, oh, well, thank you. So y'all know I do, you know, and I want to have, I want her to come on here, Kim to come on here. We got to set that up because I know I keep lying and saying I want to have guests on here and then I don't never follow through. But yo, I'm just ready for a team. But clearly God does not want that right now, and when I was talking to this other big influencer today, right? Because now I'm noticing that I'm learning, to just appreciate I am where I am because I'm supposed to be where I am. Because now these people on these bigger, larger platforms are recognizing me and are talking to me. And I love the fact um that they weren't gatekeeping. You get what I'm saying? Like they weren't gatekeeping on, hey, I think like tweak this, do this, and just keep on going. So I'm like, cool, because I'm self-taught. I teach myself everything. And so today when I was talking to one of them, and this wasn't even just this, I never met this man. This man ain't never been on my stuff. Like this was the first time he had seen my stuff. But he was like, oh, he saw me, because you know how sometimes when you comment, you be on people's stuff that they might not always go to people's pages or whatever. But he was like, no, I saw you. I saw that, but I saw you from a food review, and, and it was the one that went viral, right? See, Andre, you wet me. You feel me? And make sure you guys give me a heart and thumbs up if you on TikTok. Make sure you are hearting this this video, okay? And if you would like to contribute to the cause, to keep the lights on, you can send me some stars, send me some roses. You can send me something to the Cash App, Zelle, or whatever, PayPal. And when in doubt, just share my stuff. Okay. Just share my reels, share the content, just share. And this is why I'm like, ooh, sharing is definitely, it really matters because, and this is what I'm bouncing around because I'm excited. But anyway, because y'all don't know, like Benita is really like a hero, and I am saying I cannot wait until I'm able to have like a big coinage to compensate Benita, y'all. Benita be doing it all for me. She don't get irritated. She has, her own situation going on with her own business. Her children are autistic, and she still finds a way to be like, okay, I'm going to do this. So I truly, truly appreciate that all the time for Benita. Like, so Benita is always at like the top of my list of what can I do, Um, because you just don't know. People will just rock with you and you don't even know why they rock with you. So you never forget that. But to have these people now like, hey, do this, do that, I was telling one of them earlier, I was like, because my Instagram just got food all over it, right? And that's what I was saying. Me and Kim, I was like, I want her to come on here because she lives by, and I get it. Y'all understand? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But do what gets and has the people coming in. And I totally get that, y'all. I totally get that. But here is my dilemma. Okay. My dilemma is the fact that, like, I was trying to let them know earlier. I was like, listen, I'm a one woman show and this thing is tiring sometimes. And he said, and I'm gonna tell you what he said, because he said something that was so important to me. And I was like, oh wow. So to me, this was like getting some advice from like Charlemagne or somebody, like Oprah Winfrey or somebody. When you got somebody that's in there. I'm gonna go to it and tell you what he said. And he just was like, you know what? He was like, no, I feel you, cousin, because he called his people cousins or something. But he was like, you got this. Most of us are running a one man show, and honestly, that's the best way to be. So that way, nobody can claim to what happens in your life. And a lot of times, we think we need a bunch of people around us, but God sticks us on the island information. The only person we could give praise to with is Him. So I was so, moved by that because I've been like, that's been like one of my gripes for the longest. Like, yo, I do all the editing. I gotta do this, da, 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 da. And I love it. Like when my friends or somebody be like, "Hey, did you see this? You know this?" And they come and y'all give y'all topics and y'all be wanting to do it. Um, I love that, But I'm like, you give a nigga some help sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just it just can be a lot. And I don't know. I don't know. Me and the Lord is still working it out, but He's definitely during this 50 days of faithfulness. He's definitely been he always showing up, but He's definitely been showing up. I've been getting great opportunities. They've been presented. I've been able to sit, with people and meet lovely people along the way. So when I look at like my friends, like some people who I was friends with, or life just went on its way, and I look at the people who have come in, it's like, oh, not saying that they weren't valuable, but it's just like is just sending me and placing more people in my life of value. And I'm not saying that nobody that don't not have no value, but you know what I mean? People with some substance. So I like that. Yes, tell them Bonita. Bonita said she need to see some hearts. Um, this is my tea, y'all. So I'm just liking that the whole process, still trying to figure different things out. But I was telling him earlier when we were chit chatting, I'm like, I did my plan was not for my Instagram to turn into this food stuff. But that's the stuff that works and it grew my platform. Hey Marsha, girl, I gotta get you to do a show too, because your cakes is the bomb. And so that's the stuff that grew my platform. And so when I was talking to him earlier, I was like, I'm not really trying to get stuck in the food review category. But he's like, look, if it works, it works. Use that to get the coin. why you trying to do everything else that you doing? And I'm like, yeah, I know. And I was like, that is the part. Like I be so sick of that. But I know this is all a process. I know this is all a process and it's fun. And I'm eating some good food and I'm meeting some great people. And look, as you see now, I got my fruit here I'm eating, and it's fun. But I just don't want to get stuck in a box. But because I'm doing this 50 days to faithfulness and I'm not really stressing anything, I'm just like, God, whatever you're gonna do, we're gonna just keep on doing it because he ain't let me down yet. So and the other thing that's changed for me too, a lot of the people who always complaining about the prices to stuff, they have been being out the way. I've been getting more people that's serious about us working and doing all this stuff together. I just put together this YouTube channel for another lady. And so, these are different things that, I'm doing and God's just been providing. You know what I mean? So that's why when my friends and them was asking me like, "Hey, do you want to go get a job or what you want to do?" I'm just like, I don't know. I really want what I do to fund my life, and it does it. So I can't wait till it's like continuing to pick up because it's picking up. It picks up. Um, and I'm liking that. I'm just like, okay, I'm just in a space of where I'm like, well, God, God, what do you want me to do? What is it that you want me to do? And He shows me, and we do it. And so that's why I was like, Dag, I put up the promo flyer, which is like a nowhere near what I do charge for business promotion, right? And so that's why I was like, Dag, it was such a blessing that somebody who doesn't even have a business paid for. Now I wouldn't even say they paid. They, like I said, they sent me the money, and I'm like, not you sent me some money and you don't even have no business. But it was like what CJ said. Like sometimes people are invested in the person, and so I was like, okay, that's cool. So God always be showing off when stuff getting to getting. Um, make it do what it do. It's a gateway to what you want to do. Yes, it is because I was asked to audition for a show. That is so true. I was recently asked to audition for a show, and but I wouldn't even know that show, child. I was like, ain't no way. So, so I was trying to figure that out. I've still been pondering on it though with my friend. I told one of my friends, I was like, girl, you gonna do it with me? I was like, come on, we gotta do this. Just do it. So I've been pondering on that too because I know some good stuff could come from that as well. But girl, listen, I am very, very intentional and I care where my energy goes. Because I feel like when you open up certain avenues and you go down certain doors, it comes with some stuff. And I'm not always saying bad or good. It just comes with some things. And I'm like, but I am like, I do kind of want to go ahead and audition. Even though I know I already got it because they told me. But I don't. I just like, child. I don't know if I want to do that. Okay. but but it's exciting. So y'all, I don't know. I just be having fun waking up, and it's just good to wake up and just do whatever it is that I want to do. Just wake up and do what I want to do, and not have a care. I don't want to say not have a care in the world, because there are times when I do stuff. I haven't been juicing, like doing orders for people. So if you guys seen Benita, she's been reposting stuff. As of now, there won't be any more of that because I'm just focusing and doing, my juicing for me and stuff that I want to do. Because I have so many things that I'm doing right now. I'm pulled in too many directions. Um, so I have to do that. Now, if ever you want to come and you got a skill, like one of my friends, she was like, I want to do this. I got this. I want to do this. And I keep telling her, I'm like, girl, the minute you find out what your talent is, I promise you I got something for you to do. Soon as you find out what it is that you want to do, what your skill is, I'm gonna help you perfect that thing and you can help it out, you know. But it's funny because Everybody, you'd be surprised at how many people be on social media and they really don't know how to work social media. So I deal with that too. But I don't know, I might do that show. I might go ahead and audition for that show. Just so we can have something to talk about. You know. Hey Gussie, as long as you continue to listen, believe you will be unstoppable. Okay, listen, okay. Hmm. Girl, because we here 8 years. I made it to 8 years. And that's why I tell people all the time. I'm like, well, you know what? We all do have different levels of different definitions of success. But I'm always telling myself, which I didn't always do in the beginning. But I'm like, I'm already successful because I didn't quit. Most people would have quit by now. Um, and I'm still here. But I know, okay, I know something great is on the way. Okay. And I know that it's I don't know what I don't know, but I know something great is on the way. Oh, y'all look who the devil flew in. Hey, Mandy. How you doing, girl? She said, I need some help. Yes, you do. She's one of them, child. She be trying like, girl, what you need me to do? I be like, girl, just give me the phone. I'll do it for you. Um, you know, I don't know, but what I do know is that everything that I'm able to do and that I've learned how to do along the journey, it's all for a good reason. You ever feel like you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, but you know that it's all coming together to where so it's going to be a moment where you're able to utilize everything because I'm I don't know, just different stuff, just like teaching myself and doing my own marketing um and oh yeah, let them know don't quit on your dreams. Okay, you can't quit on it. And it's so I don't know, like everything just comes together. Everything. I'm like I was telling my best friend, I was like, here I am. I get paid to help other people do their stuff, but I'm feeling like I need some. I want somebody to do mine now. So it's like, so we laugh because we like, not you, not you, not you. Doing it for other people and getting paid for it, and now you wanna pay somebody when you wanna get somebody else to do your stuff. I'm like, yeah, girl, because that's just how I feel right now. So what I've been doing here, this year is something that I've never done before, which is breaks. I take a break now. I feel like I already showed that I have longevity. I already showed that I could do it. When the whole world shut down during the pandemic for the year, 2 years, I never stopped. Remember that, Benita? I never took a day off. I didn't have a day off in like 2 years. Tragedy struck, death stroke, and I still was like, welcome to Category. You know what I mean? I did the show with COVID like 4 times. So, girl, listen. I don't know. I don't know. And even like I said, I have everything that I need, even if I don't have everything that I want, because at the end of the day, we going somewhere because this started in my bedroom on a phone, and now I have a studio. You know, so yeah, you can't quit on your dream because I don't have millions of followers. No, I don't have millions of dollars. Yes, the money comes in. Yes, sometimes it's none, but I still have my studio. Like this is something that I prayed and that I dreamed and that I wanted. But the only thing I kept doing is I just kept being faithful to what I wanted, which was candy coated. That's just what I kept being faithful to. Kept being faithful to my show. And didn't know that it was going to lead to all of this. And it's going to get even bigger and better. But yo, don't stop till you get enough or chum on or whatever Michael Jackson said. You know, girl, yes, yes, let's speak it. She said, greater is coming. Yes, I believe it. I believe it. And I'm like, I know I be telling him like blow my mind. And I know he's just gonna blow my mind. Just from, all the things that's been happening on the 50 days to 50, the different things that I've been um experiencing. And a lot of the stuff like I haven't really even been sharing with people. Um who he balking at? Oh, he balking at somebody in the hallway, child. I promise they don't want me. Just with the different things that I've been experiencing, scenario like you said, great is coming. He's been showing me like, girl, you getting closer and closer and closer and closer. So I just can't wait. I keep saying it. Like I don't know what's gonna happen at the end of the 50 days, how things are gonna go, but I'm just like something great is gonna happen. Um and I don't know. But if you know anybody who has a business and they may want like advertisement or just to be put on a platform to get the exposure and stuff. Because believe it or not, y'all, some people, I ain't gonna call no names because we expose it all the time, nothing. But people be actually going to these places that I be recommending and they just don't ever say nothing. So I want to say if you ever go to a place that you've seen on my platform, just for me, so I don't know, please go take your picture, or you don't even gotta take a picture. Even if you just write a little post to me like, hey, went here. It was suggested by Candy Code. And I ain't gonna say you're gonna like everything because we all got different taste buds. We all like different stuff. But what I can say is, um, it lets me know, like, hey, you do it. So I thought it'd be funny because a lot of y'all come in my inbox like it's a secret. Well, I guess it is Candy Code a secret. But y'all be coming in my inbox like, hey, I went here. No, come on, thank you. Let the people know. But yeah, so just with like all of that different stuff. Um, so I don't know what the end of the 50 days 50 is gonna look like. I ain't even trying to think about it. The 50 days meeting came and I probably didn't forgot all about it. But I don't know. Just staying true and just staying faithful. I be telling God, like, God, look, I ain't trying to work for nobody. I ain't trying to work for nobody. I was I told y'all, like I said earlier, I was laughing with my friend. I was like, look, if I go and I get me a job, I'm just gonna make sure they fire me. As long as they fire me. You're like, what? I'm like, as long as they fire me, I can get unemployment. We gonna be Gucci. As long as they fire me. You know how some people be afraid of fire? No, I be like, listen, as long as they fire me, I'm good. Long as it be, I don't do nothing, intentional and things like that. I'm gonna do my best, but just figuring it out because I don't never know what the next day gonna look like. None of that. For real, yo, CJ, I'm being serious. But I don't know what stuff is gonna look like. But I will say it's been a little challenging. The devil do be busy. Um, I'm glad even though I've been eating. Do I look fat, y'all? I'm glad that even though I've been doing these food reviews, though I have not gained a lot of weight. Like I have not gained weight, so I am grateful for that. But I'm like, yo, I can't keep doing this. I saw the one girl, she was small as I don't know what when she first started doing food reviews and stuff a while ago. That girl big than me. It's like three of her. I was like, oh hell no. Jesus, we gonna have to find me another skill. Straight up. For real. Hi. Make sure you guys tap the screen and say hi to me when you get on here on TikTok. I was like, no. We're not having that. We are not having that. I will not be looking like Snuffleupagus. No, 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 no. We are not going to do that. She didn't balance. She didn't balance. Listen, Samara. I don't know what listen. I don't know what she didn't do. Okay. But she gonna go into cardiac arrest if she don't stop. Okay? Because I'm like, yo, there is no way. There is no way that this girl Sanera, no. And we're not body shaming here, because I've been a baby Nate fanatic, a red monkey junkie myself, right? But it was like, yo, ain't no way. Not she can't breathe. No, I was like, no, for real. I was like, ain't no way. She was like, what? There was not a now y'all know the guy that used to do Man versus Food. He did tell his secret. He said that what he would do when he go because somebody asked him how he doesn't gain weight. And I don't even know if he still come on, but he said that he would do like like a flush. Now whatever kind of flush, and he said it would all come out from the rooter to the tutor, and he wouldn't eat for a couple days. So he was like, if it's somewhere where he know he's about to go, because Man versus Food, he would have to eat them big burgers and all that other stuff. And he said that's what he would do. That's how he didn't gain the weight because after he eats, he go do that, and then he say he just don't eat for like 3, 4 days. But I'm like, ain't no way I could not eat for 3, 4 days. Shoot, it's hard for me not to eat when I'm sick. You know how most people can't eat when they grieving? Not me. Or they can't eat when they sick? Not me. This little piggy goes to the market, and this little piggy definitely got a home. And this little piggy is going to eat everything to the bone, okay? Because I don't know, and I don't like that for me. I wish I was that person that was affected in those ways where I don't want to eat. I'm a little roly poly, so I get it. You can't eat like that every day. Yeah, listen. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what in the world? And look, CJ said that sounds like abuse. That's why I can't do a food show. And dude, like, yo, you just gonna feed me all day right now? Why you out here doing these shows? And then you mean to tell me for the next 72 hours I ain't gonna eat and you gonna flush out everything? But he never gained any weight and he don't have no big gut. I'm like, yo, y'all is crazy. Y'all is crazy. But I definitely think it's back to what Scenario was saying, like balance. You gotta balance it. Um, because I don't eat like that every day. And I will say, I don't want to say in his defense, and then I got some tea for y'all. Man, my nose itching. I don't want to say in his defense because um I didn't eat at all today. The only thing I had today, but the first thing I ate today was at four o'clock, and it was no, I'm lying. It was like at noon. Me and my sister we went to the a la carte dessert place. I took her there. They are about to they're about to sell like soup now. So we had some turkey chili. That was the first thing I had eaten. Then I want to say 2 hours ago, at no, yeah, at four something, maybe 3 hours ago, um, I ate some chicken noodle soup that we had at the church. And then I just ate this fruit just now before the show, and I'm drinking some tea. That oh my gosh, y'all, did y'all see that seafood little like boil thing that I had? I still got that in the refrigerator. So I'm not eating all of this food. I don't know how these people is getting that big. But I ain't trying to find out, and we gonna reverse that. I ain't gonna say how. Because when you ask the question, boy, you better believe it's coming back full circle and you gonna get an answer. But I was just like, yo, ain't no way. So I'm just telling y'all, if ever I think, because what I want to say I got down, I want to say I lost like 30 something pounds. Shout outs to me. Wait a minute, hold on. I'm gonna cheer for myself. Yes, cheer for me. But I'm like, y'all, if I can't just keep on. I can't just keep on because the back is big. And I had been going to workout classes too. And I felt bad about that because When the money is funny, you can't pay for stuff that don't make no sense. Like, girl, you better sit down and do a squat in the living room. Yes, so but my sister-in-law is on her way. So I feel like my face has filled in a little bit. I've been craving sweets, and I was like, all right, come on, you gotta get back to you gotta juice. You know what to do. It's one of those things where when you know what to do, so you just don't even be doing it. But let me get y'all this tea real quick before we go. Just go on and big my back because I'm not going through that torture. Listen, well, you little, so your back could get big. This back right here, I can't get big because the Lord ain't blessed me with the money to go get no lipo yet. Let's just keep it a bean. hmm And before I get lipo, I keep telling y'all gonna know when I got some coin. Do y'all remember what I said? How y'all gonna know I got some coin? Let me see who really be dedicated to the brand. What did I say y'all gonna know I got a little nice check? How did I say you was gonna know I got a nice check? And when all else fails, if don't nobody else know, Benita and Andre should definitely know the answer to this question. Okay. What I say? I want y'all to tell me. Well, I'm not gonna be able to give y'all the tea. Cause this stuff is crazy out here. Every now and again, God don't like gossip, but he sure love the truth. Amen. Cause y'all, wait till I tell y'all about that. And this is true, allegedly. Come on, somebody tell me down here in these comments. And if y'all don't give me an answer, y'all you gonna have to cash at me $1. I bet you give me an answer to them. You know how they put pressure on you. But yo, TikTok. Come on, I need to see y'all down there. I need to see y'all in that comments. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? How y'all was gonna know I had got a little coin? Do y'all need a clue? Do you need a clue? Oh my gosh, y'all don't remember? Benita, you don't remember? Benita, you there? Mm, 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 mm. You do. All right, tell me. What? What I say? Andre, do you remember if you still there? Do you remember? Tell me, Benita, what I say? Andre said yes. All right, Andre, you remember what I said? Do y'all remember? Y'all been here. Y'all been here. We go way back. We been. She said, what was the question? When I said, how would you be able? I said, when I get me a coin, y'all gonna know I got me a coin. How? What I say I was gonna do, and you was able to tell that I got a coin. What did I say? Then that's when y'all could be like, oh, what did I say I was gonna do to myself? No, I don't need no coin for that. Oh my gosh. You need a clue. How you remember? I said, all right, let's say. I said it wasn't gonna be no. I said it was. I want to get lipo, but it wasn't gonna be lipo. hmm And if my sister went here, she should definitely know. But she probably in the bed, child. It's past 8:02. Let me let me just send my dollar now. Well, you know what? Well, thank you. At least you abide by the rules. Yes, it's yes, okay. It's 80 y'all. I should have $8 coming to my cash app right now. Mhm. $8. Oh no! Oh, you really sent the dollar. You get on my nerves. But thank you. Be blessed. Okay. Thank you. Be blessed. You get on my nerves. But thank you. I appreciate it. Because the girl needed it. Okay. That is so funny. You said that. Well, I appreciate you. Okay. Oh my gosh. You are so silly. No, not a breast reduction, no tummy tuck. What? I ain't getting rid of my chum chops. You act like I got a big old booty. I got to keep something. Ah. All right, well, I'm just gonna tell y'all now. Let's see. I'm gonna see if anybody else gonna try to take a look at that thing. She said, I don't fully remember. You know what? You get a pass because you be doing a lot. Dang, that's crazy. And the crazy thing is, I think I said it tonight. Baby, I'm still tripping. You really said the dollar. That is hilarious to me. That is the top of my night. I appreciate you. Y'all make me laugh. $1 a day keep the devil away. Amen. I appreciate you. Hi. Send me some roses or something, y'all. Help me reach my goal. I think my goal was 3. How you guys doing? And then I gotta tell y'all this tea. All right, so I said you would know because the first thing I was going to go and do was get LASIK surgery. How did y'all forget that? I said, you going to know when I got me a coin because I ain't going to have these glasses no more. I'm not getting no lipo. I'm not getting no fat removed. I'm going to get these eyes together. So when you see me walking through and I got that 2020 vision, and you be like, oh, she acting funny. I'll be like, it is. Goodness. I can't believe that. But you know how you shouldn't do things when you're little? Because when I was little, I used to go to the doctor, and I ain't care. Judge it. Don't judge me. Judge your mother, because I know somebody. I know I ain't the only one who's done it. Y'all ever used to go to the doctor? I used to go to the doctor when I was little and try to fail the eye exam just to because I wanted glasses. And then my butt got into high school and really had me end up needing glasses. Just stupid. You know, the stuff you manifest. Damn, you did say that. I really forgot. Yeah, that's crazy. I've said it a million times. I said it a million times. Like, you gonna know because I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get my eyes done. You go get your butt done. I go get my eyes done. Okay. So let me tell y'all. So the recent tea that has come out is it was this hairdresser and she slept with her client's husband, right? Look, that just took a turn. This whole conversation just went left, didn't it? I know I heard somebody say, "Wait a minute, what?" Okay. Yes, y'all. So she was a hairstylist and she slept with her client's husband. Oh yeah, because you was always talking about your eyes and not being able to see. Yeah, see, it's right, girl. I hate it, girl. And I got laid off. Now my damn contacts $240 a box. Oh no, glass is me. Okay, we not doing that. That's why I'm on here with y'all. This is my thing. Like whenever you see me go like this, that mean that this just make me feel like I'm just smart. That's how how usually people be like, when they about to get smart, they go, wait a minute. No, not me. I go, who you talking to? It just make me feel like doing it like this just make me feel important. My sister said I was crazy. I never had to because I really needed them since elementary school. But I remember a lot of people doing that for glasses. Yeah, so not knowing that I was going to end up growing up and needing glasses. Yeah, I used to fake the glasses stuff. Now I never did anything. I never wanted to be a brace face. I never wanted to be a brace face. I don't have nothing against a brace face, but I never wanted to be a brace face. So I didn't do stuff to try to mess up my teeth. But I definitely, you know, was trying to lie on an eye exam or two and still was passing. So, yeah, but so it was a hairdresser. She claimed she didn't know that the dude she was screwing, um, she claimed she didn't know that that lady was his wife. I wholeheartedly disagree just because, we can't confirm nor deny, y'all. You understand? But just because usually when you have a client and your clients come to you, you develop a rapport with them. It's kind of how I met some of you guys, or some of us became actual like friends outside of the internet. So the more you talk to people, you learn about them. She claims she ain't know that that lady was his husband. I mean, what that was her husband. I beg to differ, just because it's like, girl, she ain't never. I don't know. It could be. Do y'all believe that? Do y'all think she didn't know? But there's also, at the same time, there are people out here who do that. But I'm just like, yo, how do you be a client doing hair or being a boy? Now I could see a man doing that. I was about to say I could see a barber like shaping up, you know, cutting somebody, hunching on their baby mother or something. I could see that. I don't know, y'all. I might be being sexist. I might be being sexist. Call it what you want. But I could see that before I see a woman doing hair, a little bit, and hunching and busting it open for the man. I don't know. Am I being sexist, y'all? Let me know. Am I being sexist? Or am I being biased? What y'all want to call me today? She was running both pockets. Yeah. So, and she was hunching on him for some years, allegedly. Now I came across this on the internet. These is real people living in a local neighborhood near you. So but women do it too. Yep. Yeah, I think you bold. What you think? I think you got to be really bold. But not only that, we understand. Listen, everybody has a past. Everybody need to do things when they're young. I wasn't always the smartest. I did some things I shouldn't have. Some things I should have said to that. But I've not ever had the character to do that. Um, Not a client. Like I don't know. But she and now she's being like cyber punished, cyber bullied. But the girl, somebody is like, she's saying that it's old, but now somebody's like telling her business. Child, they went on her work page. Child, they done went on her work page, the work business page. Not her head business page, like her main job page. Yo, they went on this girl's main job page and yo gabba gabba and spilt it all. Now the thing with that is, remember when that man just got caught at like a baseball game a couple months ago? Y'all remember that white man? I don't know that white man. He got caught at the baseball game kissing on the kiss cam on like his secretary or something like that. Who was them people? Y'all remember them? Do y'all remember that? And look, would I say this make me feel smart? Like he ended up being asked to step down from the company, and she ended up being fired. Because some jobs do have a no fraternizing policy, even though they don't follow it. But they have a no fraternizing policy. Okay, she said, "Yep, they got fired." Now I do feel like this though. I do feel like that whatever anybody does in their personal life when they are off the clock should not affect them being on the clock. So I definitely don't feel like they should have been fired. Unless it was like a policy in there. Y'all get what I'm saying? Or is that not how it works? I mean, let me know. I feel like because we people got the things where they ain't supposed to be dealing with the supervisors or whoever at the job, and everybody sleeping with the people at the job. Y'all know, stop acting like it. Some of y'all getting y'all body rocking, knocking the boots right now. But I don't think you should be held accountable for what you do in your personal life. So I don't think they should have gotten fired unless it was something that said they should not have been dealing with each other. Now I know you're like, well, where is this? I don't think that. See, I don't like. I don't. I've never been a person. Some people we like that, but I've never been a person that likes to play with somebody's coins. Like even at work, if we working together and we don't get along, we could go at it. I wouldn't ever put a supervisor in the middle of it unless you just out of control, right? Because I don't play with nobody coin. I feel like we're all at an age where we're all big enough, we're all grown enough where you can we could be able to agree to disagree. We could get into it. And as long as we're not about to knuck if we bucking, which I'm not doing anyway. I'm trying to get to Hollywood and you gonna go to precinct 11. Um, that's just not what we doing. So I feel like to to go to this girl's business page, like to go to her place of employment and put her name and everything out there with what she did on her work page for the company she works for, I feel like that shouldn't even be. You shouldn't even do that. But more importantly, she shouldn't be penalized for that. What y'all think? Like, come on, let's really think because this has been happening. Like, this is a true story. You know, that's messy. She was wrong, but that's a risk you take when things are posted and exposed. Yeah, yeah. But it is a risk you take. Yeah. Look, I'm trying to play devil's advocate. It is a risk you take, but is it your fault when somebody posts? Because it's not the wife who did it. The wife ain't the one who did it. This is the kicker in this story. Because him and the wife is not even together. Guess who is the one that is allegedly putting all of this business out there? Yeah, that's a low blow. It is a low blow. It's a very, very low blow. I just feel like if we have an issue and I have an issue with you, I'm gonna keep your job out of it. That's just me. We got a problem. We got a problem. I'm not going to HR about it, especially if you're somebody that I rock with or whatever. I'm not going to HR about it. I'm not telling what you do off the clock because you got people who do that too. I hang with you, and the minute something happened at work, they telling all the business. A friend. No, girl. I promise you, y'all won't even guess who the one is that then did all of this. Because this is why I say it's more to this story, and I keep getting bits and pieces. I keep getting bits and pieces. Because, like I said, it's a true story. Y'all wouldn't even believe who the person is. Because when I was told who the person was that's did this, that's putting it out there, I was like, "Er? Oh, it's more to this story. I'm invested at this point. Take a guess. It wasn't a friend. I don't even think no. I feel like I would owe y'all $1 because ain't nobody gonna guess who it is. So the person that is exposing, she said, she said that's why I don't really hang out with my coworkers. Okay, you can't hang out with all of them. Girl, yes. How you know? How you know? It's one of her exes, yo. Oh my god, it's one of her exes that then did all of this. It's her ex dude, y'all. And this is what I'm saying. it's something when you can't, what they say, when you can't even trust the person you kicking it with. Because but honestly though, now that I'm there, that I say, I told you, it just keeps, the plot keeps thickening. Because what would make you sit? Well, we do share, because sharing is caring, and you may talk to your partner about some things. But I'm trying to think, how would that even come up in a conversation with my dude, with your new dude? Samara, how would that work? Andre, CJ, Benita, like, y'all, how would that work, y'all? How would that conversation even come about in your, if you, when you with somebody, to where as though they're telling you, oh yeah, I slept one of my clients' uh husbands before, or wives. Oh yeah, you did? Yeah. Like how do that, maybe they was playing a game like, what's the worst thing you've done? Truth or dare, you know. But then for us to no longer be together, and then you go tell, I think, the current girlfriend or something or whatever, and put it out there. Y'all. And then guess what else they did? Y'all. Guess what else? This is not false. I can't even go to it because expose it all, tell nothing. They even went to the girl church page. Like, people is getting paid out here. They even went to the church page. I ain't lying. I ain't lying. They went to her church page, put the church out there, tagged the pastor, put the pastor in it. Whole time, pastor is her father. Like, it's just a lot. Like, it's a lot, right? And I'm just like, damn. What would make acts do something like that? Like, even if we break up, don't get me wrong, because I done came across some petty people. But even it, you know, he said, I wouldn't know. Because why would I play myself like that? You don't think you would ever ask you? So you never asked a question? I don't even know how I would even. I don't even know. That wouldn't even be a thought of mine. But you never asked like somebody you dealt with a question where it's like, tell me your diamonds. You know, she must trust him. She must did. What did it look? What did they say? What did the teacher say on A Dangerous Minds? Can you must something? And what the boy said, yes, I must piss right now. That was funny. I've been trying to watch that movie, y'all. Let me know if y'all see where I can watch it for free, because they want me to pay $3.99. They know a girl trying to work, trying to get employed. Look, if it wasn't for CJ sending me $1, thank you, CJ. Look, she said that's crazy. I know how Pastor threw oil on her. Girl, the pastor is the daddy, girl. Let me see. She said, "Wow, he hate her. She must have really hurt him." Yeah, so I don't know. I just don't think I would. I don't know. Some stuff you just go too far. I do think some things are just too far. There's a such thing as too far. But I definitely feel like, don't let nobody hold you to your past or something you've done. Because we all have been young and done some things, but at the same time, like, what would make a guy? Now, here's my thing. This wasn't a fresh breakup. It's not like her and this guy just broke up yesterday or a couple months ago. Allegedly, they had been broken up for some years. Allegedly. Y'all heard what I said? Allegedly. They had been broken up for some years. He done moved on, she done moved on. So it's just like, yo, you're putting this out there now. But this is why I keep telling y'all there's always more to a story, because it just doesn't make any skin. It doesn't make any sense. Why would he just randomly put this out there? His girlfriend put it out there. They put it on the business, they put it on your work page. Then they put it on your church page. and some of the people in the church know about it. I think the lady even went to the church. Like who knows? I might wake up tomorrow and got some new stuff with it. But I was like, you know what? I did want to come here and share that because I'm like, that's a little crazy. You know what I mean? Um, just to give that to y'all because we rarely, this, I don't lie, do no lying. I might do a lot of things, but I don't tell no lies. But I was just like, Dick, I gotta come here and talk to y'all. I didn't even want to put it in the group as a secret because it was so long, because there's so many moving components. So many moving components. And I'm just like, well, since I got some fellas here tonight, what would make y'all ever do that? Like, would you go to your ex church page? Like, Pastor, y'all don't know what she done. She's a Jezebel. Like, that's crazy. I don't think I would do that. I don't think I would do that. Yeah. So, but like I be trying to say, the world is bigger than the internet. I do not condone being cyberbullied. And I don't condone bullying, period. But at the same time, you know, whatever we do in life, don't let nobody hold you to don't let nobody hold you to your past or something you did. Jesus did already went to the cross, okay? And died for all of our foolishness. So don't let nobody hold you to that. I will call my ex mom or stepfather and say what I have to say. Okay, so you would talk to their parents. Yeah, I wonder why we do that. I've done that before too. Like, I wonder what makes us do that. Like, let me tell you about your son. And I think and you know what? And I think when that happens, that's for one because we'll have a relationship with them, right? With their family. Sometimes we'll forget that their family still gonna be on their side. Um, but I think what makes us even do that is maybe it's because it's like, wait, like what do we think? Do we think they're gonna get in trouble? Is it because this is the person who knows them best? Like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to sleep on that. I don't know. Or is it just wanting to vent? Because I've done that. Like, let me tell you about your nephew. I can't believe X, Y, and Z, LMNOP. And I think maybe it's wanting someone to, I don't want to say beat the sense into them, but I don't know, y'all. What's that about? I don't know. See, this is a part of the show where we be at now. Start calling in. Cause I don't know. But I know I've done that before. Like, what's going on? So I don't know. Do y'all know? Because if y'all don't know, you know I don't know. But I was like, dang. But even still, even with that, I've never wanted to call a job. Never wanted to tell a manager. Then I get when those people who be doing, DoorDash and stuff, the people still lie and say that they ain't get the food, and then the people end up getting kicked off of DoorDash and can't work. I understand when they make a U-turn and they go back to the jobs. Because y'all see that one girl, she got fired when she lied and said she ain't take that food, and the girl took a picture of him while when she went back and was like, "There's your food right there." And she asked to speak to the lady manager, and they ended up getting rid of her. And I get it. Maybe, I guess that may go back to what we were talking about as far as the people that got caught on the kissing cam at the baseball game. Maybe it goes against the company's integrity. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. It goes against the integrity of the company. It makes the company look bad. I, I don't know. But yeah, y'all. So there's that. I know I said I was gonna take my hair out, but the problem is if I take my hair out, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And this needs to come out. I need to color this, take this out, and get back to my Kunta Kinte bush. But I'm gonna get tired of my Kunta Kinte bush. But I'm just like this. This is just either that or I'm gonna cut my hair back off. But I can't do both. You feel me? But yeah, I'm just like, damn. Not you slept with your client's husband. You slept with your client husband. Talked about it with your new boyfriend. Y'all break up. He move on. You move on. He tell his new girlfriend. Now him and his new girlfriend spilling it on the internet. Then they put it on your work page in the comments. And then they put it on the church page. And then they tag the pastor. And the pastor is your daddy. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. I don't know, y'all. Would you be ready to fight, press charges or something? Or would you be like, you know what? I made my bed. Now I'm gonna lay in it. Cause you know karma spin the bin. Maybe this is maybe this is the karma for giving that man some hind parts. You know, sometimes y'all, one thing that I will say about us, yo, sometimes we gotta take some stuff on the chin. You know, sometimes you gotta look back over your life like, yeah, I did. I was wrong. I got to eat this one because I done got away with so much. I got to eat this one. She said, I'm doing both. You doing both? Both of what? Which both you doing? And then I got to get out of here. Then I say I won't be on here long. Y'all ended up keeping me on here long anyway. Maybe if I start saying I'm gonna be on here long, then who he fucking at? What is he talking about? I know he doing all that because he locked out my room. And sometimes the pastor children be the first ones. Yeah, but you know what? Is that even fair to say though? Because just because you are a pastor, right? Why do we automatically deem that the pastor kids is supposed to be like Jesus or something? Like they supposed to walk a straight, narrow, not supposed to do anything. What is that makes us think that? Like, what is it that makes us think that because people are pastors' kids that they're the worst ones? What, like, you know what I mean? Like, look, let's unpack that. She said, pressing charges and regretting what I told him. Okay, okay, I know that's right, Benita. Benita said, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I'm pressing charges on you, and I'm telling your father. And I'm CJ said because it's true. But what makes it true? Like because it's true. Um, listen, I don't know. I want to know. Is it what is it about this statement right here? This why I can't never get off early because y'all always show up with some more stuff to talk about. What is it right here with this comment that makes it appear as like just because somebody is a pastor's kid that they aren't supposed to do anything as if they are free of sin, free of nature, free of anything. Like what is that? What is that? Because what if you like what is that? Is that something that we put in our minds that oh if I guess it's almost like If your parents a cop, right, you wouldn't think that they had kids that got arrested, right? Or what else? What's another thing? Or if your parents is like a judge, you wouldn't think that the judge kids would be going to jail. I think that I don't think that it's a I mean I guess we could say it's a true thing, but is it really a true thing, or are we putting people way above, like, you know? Yeah, that right there, scenario, right there. We tend to put them on a pedestal. You say we tend. And look at me. And I feel like the we part in that scenario is we the people, because they're not. Like when we really sit and think about it, they they are just kids. They are just people who they're people, right? Who just so happen. I didn't know my parent was a pastor, or I didn't know my mother was going to be a wanted to be a pastor when I was being conceived. You know, like if we really look at that, why do we think why do we say pastor kids are the worst kids? You know, why? Like I think that's what I think is what you're saying. Like we tend to put them on a pedestal. Hey May girl, how you doing, May? Nice to see you, Sugarfoot. And I think that that's the issue. I think it's a us, because you didn't know that your parent was who you was when you was being consumed, you know? I miss you too, CEO. Sonera said, and we hold them to a higher standard. That's what it is. Didn't we talk about that before? How we hold people to standards that they ain't even ex us to hold them to. Honestly speaking, I don't hold them to nothing. I can honestly say I do not care what nobody do with their lives. Because he said, because CJ said, because pastors put too much pressure on their kids. Mm. Well, if pastors put too much pressure on their kids, do you think that that might fall in line of the category of caring what people think? Like, look, we getting deep here. Let's unpack this. So is that as a what a does a pastor care what people think? Oh, CJ said, "Yup." Well, then I can see that. I can see that. If that's that, I can see that. What you say? What you got to say? What you say? Okay. She said, from experience, some pastors don't allow their kids to even socialize with others. Mm, I'm processing because I got a question. From experience, some pastors don't allow their kids to even socialize with others. Hmm. So is that kind of like um their kids are better than others then? I'm trying to see how that, I'm trying to see how that goes to that. Like, is that meaning maybe that they think that their kids are better? Because not wanting your kids to socialize with other kids. Is that anything just like how your parents probably didn't want you hanging with the wrong crowd? You know? Hey, May said, I think folks look at pastors as being God Himself, but we are all human. Yeah. Okay. So you flowing with the words. I think that's what I think it is. Like, yeah, I think that's that. I think I know y'all. I think TikTok got it. I think TikTok maybe got it. It says I think folks look at pastors as being God Himself, but we are all human. So if you are a pastor and you have kids, your kids are basically looked at like Jesus. I think I'm seeing what she's I think I'm seeing where she's going. I'm trying to make it connect, right? The pastor has children because the pastor's supposed to know the word, and then we forget that the pastor is also human as well, right? So because the pastor kids, as Lexus said, are usually the worst kids, it could be because their kids are being looked at like they are Jesus, and because this is the pastor kid, and your kid, your father, whoever mother know the word and living this way, you not supposed to make no mistakes and do no wrong. Is that it? I think that's it. I think that's it. Up, they are looked down upon when ungodly things happen. Mm, you better come through. Okay, see, TikTok may help me rationalize my thoughts. Say, yup, because but worse, cause they're the pastor kid. Alexa said, "Heck yeah, look how they treated Lucille on BMF." Child, first of all, okay, hold on. I don't even like BMF. However, however, Lucille kids was running around shooting up everything. See, I don't know because I didn't fully watch that show, but I know that I don't feel like nobody no, but they weren't pastors though. You know what I mean? On that show, Lucille and what was his name? Charles. I don't even know these people. What was the father name on there? Craig, Greg. I don't know. They weren't pastors' kids though. They were just frowned upon from the church, which is another issue in itself. It, because I think Snoop Dogg wasn't Snoop Dogg the scamming pastor or something, trying to get with Lucille, wasn't he? I don't know. See, I didn't follow the show, but I do know Lucille was not no first lady. This is about your comment saying that pastor kids are the worst kids, not the church look down upon people who be in the world. The mother became a pastor or something later on. Did she? I ain't never know that. Let me see, because I just feel like you fishing now. I'm looking now. Let me see, because I feel like you lying. Yeah, you know what? I ain't even gonna lie, because what you say, keyword, I watched it. You know, you got, I'm with you when you're right. This say Pastor Swift gave Lucille marriage advice. What it say? Pastor Lucille quits after they. Let's see. Well, I ain't saying you was a liar. I was just saying that the story was a little. Oh no, this is pulling up something about a real church. Hold on. Nope, I don't see that. I don't know. I don't see that, Lexus. Nope, it don't say that. It just say that the pastor tried to hit on her. Yeah, right here. Uh, I just feel like the Lord. Yeah, see. Uh-uh. It was Snoop Dogg. Let me see. She said, "Where are we going with this? I just joined." So, because we was talking about the hairstylist here who slept was sleeping with her husband's man. You know, I'm getting TikTok caught up. Who's and then I'm gonna share this with y'all over the screen. Let me share this screen. Who was sleeping with her husband man, and I mean her client's a man, and said that she didn't know that that lady was his wife. And the ex-boyfriend that she used to go with got upset. Look, I'm looking at it right here. Got upset, and now they put it all online, and they put what she did on her job's social media page and on her church's page, the church that she attends. But her dad is the pastor of the church. So this is how we got on there, because Alexis said that she said, so it got messy. Yeah. Church kids are the worst kids. And I'm like, why do we always feel like that? Because I feel like that's like a cliche saying, because they're still human, you know? So I was trying to log off, but we started unpacking because Alexis showed up with a deeper outlook. See, Snoop Dogg was the daggone pastor on here. It ain't say that she ever became no pastor. Wait a minute, let me see. So somebody stole the money out the church, stole the money in Sunday service. Okay, well, you know what, Alexis, I'm with you and you right. Oh, you look like she did become. Well, look, shut me up. But either way, I mean, no, nobody should be doing any of that stuff. But I mean, but at the same time, you know, what you expect? Like if your kids are out here causing chaos and shooting up the neighborhoods, right? No, the church people shouldn't look at you, right? Because we definitely shouldn't judge, right? But at the end of the day, too, it's gonna be a little tricky for people to want to uh still be at the congregation, because you just never know. Somebody might want to retaliate against your children. Now they coming and they pounding up the sanctuary. It could get tricky. It could get dangerous. But I don't know. I definitely think it's like what May said over here on TikTok. People think pastors' kids, people think that pastors are God himself. And I added this part, and we look at their children like they're Jesus. Okay, she said, I messed with my old pastor's son and nobody knew but his other brother. But wait, and then did y'all see how we get on this? This is Alexa's fault. Because did y'all see the guy who was just talking on his page about how um when he was 14 his pastor was like sleeping with him, and the wife walked in on him giving the pastor before service in the church? I said, Lord. And I was like, whew. Oh, you say, yup. You saw that? Like it's all over everything. And all he was doing was just sharing how he had been like, he didn't know that it was wrong. He was just saying how he had been like taken advantage of, and yes. And he said that the wife opened the door, looked, closed it, and kept it moving. And said that the wife went on the pulpit and said, wasn't Eddie Long doing the same thing? I don't know. I think Eddie Long, I thought from that little show, I thought Eddie Long was just like an undercover pastor. But wait, and he was like, she walked out there to the pulpit and told the church that pastor was going to be late. Heck, is known to be done in the Catholic Church. Yeah, well, yeah, yeah, but when you got somebody who just comes out and say that the wife caught him, okay, guacking him, and he said the wife got on the pulpit. He said, I remember it like it was yesterday. She left out of the bathroom and she went and she got on the pulpit and she said, if you can lie to God, you a lie to the people. And then he said that and then he said that they got finished. He went up there and he preached his sermon. I said, Lord. I said, Lord. So he just randomly did that like on his page with like all his other stuff. And apparently, because saying hello after reading your comments on waiting to oxtail. Hi, thank you. Thank you for saying hello to me and not laying me out. Because people don't like when you tell the truth about their stuff. And I don't be lying about these little places. Thank you. Wait a minute, y'all. Let me get the charger real quick to plug in the iPad because the iPad's about to die on TikTok. Ugh. But maybe that can just wait. Hold on a second. Because I wanted to show y'all. Thank you. Well, you have to go follow me on Instagram. Do you follow me on Instagram? Instagram usually gets them first before I put them on TikTok. Instagram has all of that. And then if you're not doing nothing, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. So so then he says, when he did that, after he did that on his after he did this on his page, he said that he woke up the next day to chaos because he says the guy's name. It was Pastor Jerome, somebody of First Baptist Ministry on in Mississippi. Did y'all see that, Benita? And his kids. Okay, thank you. Check us out every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. And so on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. So he says that the kids and everybody, I want to pull it up so I can show y'all. Let me pull it up up here so I can show y'all. So the kids and everybody, because he says the name, and he just was like, I'm over it. I'm just telling y'all about it. But he was saying he didn't know and how his mother had trusted him with the pastor. Because they would do pregnant. He said he was the only boy on the girl steps team or something like that. But the kids called him, I'm guessing, and the kids had threatened him because of what he put because the video he put online. And he said, let me pull up the Instagram video. We gotta get it, I gotta get it together so that y'all can start to hear the audio. But he pulled it up. He said, I know y'all not coming in my box. I'm sure it's a lot of them. Because y'all was sleeping with me too. Took me out. Took me out. Took me out. Took me out. Took me stone cold Steve Austin out. Yes, it did. I'm gonna try to find it. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know if y'all want to see it. I send it in your DM. Took me stone cold Steve Austin out. I didn't know he was going to say that. But I just was like, dang. I just felt like dang. Because he was like, he didn't know it was wrong. And a lot of times when people are being, touched in that way, they not knowing that it's wrong. This adult is doing it. His wife walked in. She ain't say nothing. He's continue to do his regular Sunday service. I mean, how he supposed to know that what's being done is wrong? And of course, when I'm trying to find it to show y'all. But yes, I was like, oh my God, this is so crazy. They probably upset because he let the secret out. Yeah, because they said that the church the church changed, the name of the church has changed. And if you put it in on TikTok, it's all over TikTok. Like people, it's crazy. The boy, and I don't even know if he has like a huge following yet. I'm trying to see because I know I done sent it to people. Oh, I know who I sent it to. He didn't even here we go. This guy right here. People was in his comments. I mean, people were on. Oh no, what am I doing? People were on his page, and next thing you know, they were on TikTok looking for the man, and googling him and all this. Look. Oh, you know what? He got the words on there. Let me start it from the beginning for y'all. Wait, how I can start it from the beginning? I'm on too many screens, child. Hold on, let me go to his page so y'all can read his words. Okay, here we go. Look, y'all can just read the words. Cause he see Jerome Grace, Faith Ministry, Mississippi in 2012. And he's saying that the pastors and stuff be still on his page. Right? Let me know if it's going too fast. I can pause it. Look. He said it's all true. Oh, you look. I love you, Andre. Andre is reading it. Okay, you reading it, child. Look, I remember the day she caught us. Look, in the bathroom of the church. He said he remember it. He talking about what she look. So he was saying like that wasn't the first time it happened. It was the first time that happened in the church, and he used to take his frustrations out in his mouth, right? So the kids got like saw this. Give me a heart and a thumbs up. Let me know you still here. The kids saw this, and he like, oh, I woke up to this foolishness. Look, oh, he ain't put the words on this one, but let me see. Hold on. Where the sound? Because y'all know I be muting everything. I did something with the mute button. But he's on this one and he's like, how dare y'all calling me talking about this? Because y'all was molesting me too. So he likes, but since y'all wanted to get in it, and you calling my phone telling me I need to, they was calling him, threatening him, telling him he need to take his post down, telling him he need to do all of this stuff. And he like, what? You was doing it to me too. And the kids were older than him. I feel like y'all probably want to hear it. Do y'all want to hear it? Cause hold up. Cause it just be better when you can hear it, you know? Let me see. Or is it me wanting y'all to hear it? Cause I had my homegirl look, I was like, girl, look at this. Girl, we gotta unpack. You know my favorite thing. We gotta unpack this. And she watched it and she said, and I believe everything he said. Like you said, Andre. She said, and I believe everything he's saying. That happened. Okay. Here we go. So this is when the kids seen it. Oh, hold on. Let me take it out my headphones. All right, y'all still here? Let me know. Let me know if you can hear it. So this is the gentleman. Okay, here we go.
My church pastor in the eighth grade, and this is part two. I really wasn't even gonna do this, but since your kids online, they doing the most. They open on Instagram, calling me on Instagram.
Can
Who the
y'all
fuck
hear
call
it?
people on Instagram? Bitch, I ain't talking to y'all hoes in over 15 years. Bitch, this is my truth. I'm telling what the fuck went on in my life.
Well, you can't hear the cussing.
Bitch, you want to play with me on this internet shit? I'm finna go ahead and get into it. Let's really wake it up. You on Instagram, you and your sister and your brother on Instagram talking about some. Oh, he lying. Y'all know my daddy ain't with that shit. Oh, what's it shit when he walked in on me, jacking you and your brother?
Ooh, did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? You know, hearing it is just another kind of animal. I do too, and he probably wasn't the only one. No, for real. He said, was it when he walked in on me, me, yo, and you? Did y'all? Can y'all hear it? Let me know. Could y'all hear that? Don't be having me just over here leaning. Oh, you said yeah. Okay, Benita, I'm gonna keep on playing it because you said yeah. Okay, Andre said yeah too.
I was in the eighth grade. Y'all bitches in the what 11th, 12th grade at the time. And every night, every time that I would stay the night over there because your mama was practically bullying me because I was the only one on the church step team. I was the only boy on the all girl step team at the church. My bad, y'all. I got a little mad. But continue. And she was persuading my mama to let me stay the night with y'all. But even though I was eighth grade, I was just, I was in my grown set of mind. I wasn't going back telling my mama ain't know none of that shit was going on. So for you to even be over there talking about, oh, your daddy not into that fake shit, bitch, he was only into the fake shit because he seen what I was doing to y'all hoes. Every night that I was staying, every time I was staying night over there, what was I doing to y'all? Kicking y'all off at the same time. You and your older brother, bitch, don't play with me on this internet, hoe. And as far as Denise and Bria, bitch, y'all sitting up here talking about some y'all knew nothing was going on. Yes, the fuck y'all did know everything that was going on, bitches. You stupid. The first lady Denise, whatever you want to call yourself. How you when you walked in on us, you knew for a fact that wasn't the only time that shit was going on. Every time that your husband would take me home from the step practices because my mama trusted him, it was always a longer route. And what was I doing every time? We was either fucking or sucking. And what's so funny, bitch, I was sparing y'all hoes because I wasn't even looking at it like that. Oh, bitches was taking advantage of. No, I knew what I was doing, but I felt like I knew what I was doing. But now that I think about it, bitch, y'all hoes would wake me up out of my sleep. You, Jadarius, you and motherfucking, yeah, will wake me up out of my sleep for me to come check y'all off. Bitch talking about somebody trying to put you. Ain't nobody trying to put your daddy in jail. Ain't nobody thinking about your daddy, bitch. I'm thinking about me and my story, bitch. Fuck your daddy, hoe.
Lord, hopefully y'all got that. And the video don't get taken down because he cussing up a storm. Now, y'all read the first one. Do y'all need to hear the first one or no? So it was like I came across that and I was like, oh my goodness. So they've been calling him, but it was like a huge thing on TikTok where people went to go find the church, go find the pastor, and people are in the comments like, whether it's old or not, people need to know who this pastor is. People need to know who this pastor is. So he tells all these different stories on his page, how he just woke up one day and he ended up with vitiligo. I haven't gotten into this one yet, how he got a trans pregnant or something. I don't know. But I was like, oh my goodness. But you know how you would say some people that how they be trying to say people do things for clout or do things for attention. When he was telling it, I don't think he was doing it for that. Cause look, like, y'all tell me, you could tell me. She said, was this a Lifetime movie? It sounds familiar. I must have heard this before. I don't know. This is a real person, but Maybe it's what Alexa said when she said that was the same thing Eddie Long was doing. I don't know. My old pastor is in denial. He lives with his lover, but claims to be straight and condoned a church member touching a kid. Really? Do y'all still go there? Like, I don't know. I don't know. This don't say nothing bad about Eddie Long, Alexis. I'm looking on the internet. New Birth Missionary Baptist Church. Yo, he grew his church from 300 members to 25,000. Yikes. I don't see nothing about him. Which Eddie Long? I don't see nothing about him, Alexis. I don't see nothing about him touching nobody. Okay. He said Eddie was messing with boys. Is that the show with the girl from about last night? The movie that was just like on Netflix or something like that. Y'all remember that? Where the guy Randall from All of Us was the supposed to have been the pastor who was like on the lowdown? Because they kept trying to say that that movie was about him. Oh, y'all gonna make me watch this because the wife said he was left to die alone. Bishop Eddie Long's wife breaks her silence after years. I'm invested. Google says he has 5 accusers. And I feel like that this type of stuff should be known. Look, I would ask you what church it is, but you probably don't want to put that on here. But I mean, I just feel like that type of stuff people need to know. I feel like we always hide predators, you know? Like, I don't know. But from when he first said it. So here's the first video because some people was trying to say, "Oh, he lying." This is what the kids are saying. He lying. He making it up. This, that, and the third. She said, "I need to see that." You need to see what the movie that I was just telling y'all about. It was on there. I'm gonna see if I can remember the name of it. But it was a movie that was supposed to be about Eddie Long. Um, Damn, it was on Netflix a while ago, like a couple years ago. Yeah, because I was living here and I couldn't get into it. I remember I was grieving, but I couldn't get into it. Alexis probably knows. I'm gonna look it up on here before we go. So the kids are saying the kids are saying he lying, right? So y'all read the words, but maybe let's hear the tone. Because another thing, I don't like. I'll never tell nobody that they lying when they say that they was assaulted. And like he said, he had a grown mindset. At least he thought it was. But he said it wasn't until he shared it out loud, where he said that in the second video, where he even registered like, y'all wasn't even supposed to be doing that to me. Because, So I'm gonna let you listen to this scenario and I'm gonna look for that movie. So this is why the kids got mad and everybody got mad. But it doesn't even sound like it just sounded like he was just talking. So y'all listen to his tone. Y'all know they say tone matters. And what do you think the tone is? Was he just trying to get attention? Was he trying to bring the family down like the family saying or what?
I slept with one of my pastors in the eighth grade. I'm grown now. I feel like I can tell my story. Y'all my safe space anyway. But yes, Pastor Jerome, Grace of Faith Ministry, South Haven, Mississippi, circa 2012 or 2011. You know what I'm talking about. And I know you be seeing my videos because I be seeing you in my likes over there on Instagram. Hmm. Oh, and First Lady Denise, I know that y'all still together. You know you dead wrong for allowing that stuff to still go on in that church house when you caught us in the bathroom that morning when he caught himself being late to the pulpit to preach and shit, and you sat there, walked in on us, and allowed that stuff to go on, and pretended that he was nowhere near the church house, and whole time I'm in there gawking him down. That's why I always say these churches that either make you or break you. Because after all them sermons that he used to teach, because I used to listen, all them sermons he used to teach about loyalty and truth, baby, whole time you lying to God. You lying about who you is. But y'all want to know what's so crazy? I remember the day she did catch us. She caught us in the bathroom of the church or whatever. Mind you, this the preacher. This the preacher's wife. I remember it like it was yesterday. I never forget what she said when she got on that mic. I heard her through the what's the name in the bathroom. She said, if you can lie to God, you can lie to all of us. And it sounded like she was crying. No shade. And when I say when she said that, it sounded like you could hear a pin hit the floor. No shade. And little do she know, that wasn't even the first time that shit had been going on. I'm talking outside the church, not during church. That was the only time because he was so like eager to get off his frustrations inside of his mouth. No shade.
So it didn't even sound. So what y'all think? Like it didn't even sound like he was trying to like just start something. He just sounded like he was talking to his people and like, you know what? You know what you did to me. Last summer. So the movie scenario is called Honk for Jesus. That movie is about is they saying that it's a close resemblance to A Long and the pastor of the church. Regina Hall was the wife. Um, it follows the pastor and his wife as they attempt to rebuild their church after a scandal. They said the film is based on real events and draws from the story of Eddie Long, who faced allegations of sexual misconduct. The movie explores themes of hypocrisy and the impact of religious leaders' actions on their congregation. Maybe I'm in a place where I can watch it. It was like so slow for me, but and even but I don't know if it ever. I don't want to lie and say that if it ever showed the scandal or something, because I kept falling asleep on it. It didn't keep my attention. But when I would wake up in the middle of the night and it would still be on, it was like I think it was like kind of good or something. But the wife was out there front and center. I do remember that she was out there front and center. She was out there trying to push this church and keep this husband going. You gonna check it out? I'm gonna check it out too. Let's see what is it still on. Where can we watch it? Let's see. And I need to borrow somebody's Hulu. She said, I'll report back. You'll report back? Yes. I need to borrow somebody's Hulu because I couldn't get into it. And the day when I was at outreach for church, I was told I needed to watch Reasonable Doubt, but I can't get into Reasonable Doubt. I tried to watch it and I said, all right, girl, well, I'm gonna try to borrow somebody's Hulu account or you let me borrow yours. It was on Netflix. It came out in 22. Honk for Jesus, Save Your Soul. Where did it come out on? Let me see, y'all. Let me find out what it's still on so we can. So it came out on Netflix, but I don't know if it's still there. Unlock Family Secrets episode 1 on OWN was about this too. Unlock Family Secrets. See, this was her as the wife. That's Eddie Long. So now this is the trailer. We get the trailer with no words, okay? And why they always just try to look like they just so happy in their marriages? I can't wait for Divorce Sisters to come back on. Yo, and in this movie, she was standing by this man. They had like a camera crew, like to follow them around to rebuild the church. But I do remember a part on the movie where he was like battling, not wanting to sleep with some boy. I don't know. Is it still on Netflix? I think that was somebody who ain't like them. I did see this part. Ooh, I did see that part. So never, you don't never remember seeing this advertised? She was standing on that corner, honk for Jesus. Maybe I might watch it. I like them orange hearts in the back. Look at me. Okay, Alexis, is it still on Netflix? Could you let me know before we get out of here? So that's that. Now, what did you call? I did start that movie, but I did start that movie, but didn't finish it. So you see what I mean? I couldn't, unlock family secrets. Let's see. Think, what's that about? And what is unlock family? Oh, you already said it on own. I ain't got own. Do own let you share? Do own let you share the passwords? I thought it was a stupid comedy when I saw the trailer. Oh, yeah, because they do make it seem like it's uh a comedy. Look, what Andre just had me put in here to caught me by surprise. That's why I had to like, who's these people? Or Andre, which one we supposed to watch? This one or the white people's one? Give me something to watch today. Oh no, I can't watch this because I don't got home. You have several episodes on like recorded. Are you able to like send it through social media? Like, can you send me the recording in my DM? Something I don't know. Like, do it let you do that? Episode one. Let me see. Let me go to Let me go to y'all. And did they really let Gail King go? She called Oprah for help. This how the father had hid his secret daughter. Wait, so is that Philo or Filio? So you had Philo, and it has that. It has what? I don't know because Andre not telling us if it's a movie. Well, he might be typing because Andre be typing. So is this like how we know which one we supposed to click? Girl, and do Philo let you share username and password? Andre said no. No to what though? Not this. Well, which one we supposed to watch? I might watch this tonight. Whoa. This, the grandparents' secret, the father's secret. Why everybody got a secret? The daughter's secret, the husband's secret. God damn, everybody got a secret. Stepfather's secret, the preacher's secret. Well, how we supposed to know? Child, we gotta wait. How did our father hide his secret? And they know they could have used a better picture for this lady. This is what I'm saying. She said unlocked. It's a series. Oh, okay. So it's a series. Okay. Of but like which one? Because I don't know. I don't know. This is confusing. Preacher. Preacher. So this one, Andre. Let me see. So you saying watch this one, Andre? He looks familiar. Don't he look familiar? He look familiar to me. He don't look familiar to y'all. He look familiar to me. He look like he might be a little perv. Oh, this might be Beto because he got a bay in the back on the picture. Yes. Oh, okay. So this one is 6 episodes, or is this one just one episode? But do anybody got the key to how I can watch it? I mean, help me. Help me. Help you. Now, what happens when you press this button? How many episodes in it? So this is 6 episodes? Oh, he said it's one. Okay. So it's like an hour of just, oh, it ain't even an hour. It's 41 minutes. Okay, I think I can do 40. I can do a quick 40. Do they let you do like a free trial? She said, I'm trying to get my log on there. See, this is what I'm saying. Thank you, sugar. Thank you. Give me something to do. Cause I don't Oprah is looking like Oprah is saying, you will not play this. He said, right. Okay, now I got something to watch. Soon as good Lexus figure out her filio thing. And then I am going to make myself watch Honk for Jesus. But yeah, y'all, it's been going down out here. I've been getting the real tea. I've been getting the real tea. It just be hard for me to spill it sometimes because it be like, Lord. But we get the real tea. We don't get the celebrity tea. We get the real tea. It's going down out here. And did Jarvis start trial yet? Do anybody know? Because every time I keep looking him up, I don't know why they not. Oh, look at me spelling stuff wrong. Why we ain't start this trial? Why we ain't start this trial? And is it true that the federal government overturned Diddy's conviction? Look at me. His date was supposed to start October 6th. Do anybody know if this trial started? Oh, thank you, sugar. I just got the confirmation. Do anybody know if this trial started? I followed the whole beginning of the trial. Y'all remember him, right? Whoa, those are rumors. I keep saying so much. What's a rumor? What I say that y'all said was a rumor? Tell me what's the rumor. Girl, I keep moving and moving and moving. Remember him though? He slept with his niece or his cousin or his baby mother little I can't remember the story. His trial, I do remember his trial was supposed to start in October. Okay, he's waiting on sentencing. So he already had his trial? Because I want to know why that didn't get a whole lot of traction. Because remember, I know he had his trial for the two girls he messed with when one was like 4 and the other one was like 11 or something. Because I thought they was gonna make him go to court for. Oh, it's rumors that they have it over that they okay, thank you. So the Diddy stuff is a rumor. I figured that stuff probably was like AI or something playing. So wait a minute. So because it's saying that the trial for him to being charged with Nazia's was supposed to start in October. But I do remember he was doing the other one. I was following this case, and they still ain't found her body. But he has been approved for an appeal. Yeah, I about to say I knew I seen something. They didn't beat him up in prison so many times. Jarvis Butts, nah, did it? But yeah, I gotta look up into that. I gotta look back into this to see, because they was covering this trial. Like it was really big, all on the internet, all on TikTok, and he was just going around having babies with all these women and messing with their kids. Yeah, the 8-year old that he gave chlamydia to. Yeah, no, he gave chlamydia to the little 4-year old. I remember that, to his girlfriend 4-year old. Yeah, I remember this. Yeah, I want to know why. I want to know why they're not trying. Why they not? Because I still feel like her aunt helped him. I feel like her aunt did it and helped him cover it up or something. But yeah, child. So y'all, we got some stuff to watch, y'all. This ain't trying to play. Oprah said, "Girl, you are not." Okay, so so this is for. Let me thank y'all. Let me look at these notifications. Okay, so this is for Filio. Okay, so it's even one of those passwords. But we don't have own. Well, I guess I don't need own because you sent me the password to watch it on this. So I don't need own, right? Is this what we saying? I don't need own. Okay. See, I love y'all. I love y'all. No, Andre. If we gonna discuss this show, if this show, if I don't like this show, I'm coming straight on the internet and tagging you. No on Filio. Oh, okay. On Filio. Got it. Got you. So on is on Filio. Okay. I just got the message too saying that on is on Filio. So I'm gonna watch Filio to see what this is. There's some wicked stuff going on out here. And you know what? I'm not surprised, but before I go, why do y'all think that Jamal's Bryant has been able to still last and be a huge congregation? Maybe because he just only was screwing the adults in the sanctuary. Maybe that's it. You know, who knows? Because that man, he ain't sat down yet. You feel me? I don't know. But I definitely do think people should not, hold predators hostage as far as not. And when I say hostage, I'm talking about like we don't want to say their names. No, say the names. But I'm hungry. I gotta finish. I need to eat. I want to finish eating my little seafood thing that I had the other day. I heard he had a baby with a teen. I think at one point he did or something. I don't know. But child. And we still don't know what's going on with TD Jakes, and I love TD Jakes, and I don't really care about that. But I don't know if it's how true it is, but the internet. Let's say that the internet makes it appear as if his church is not thriving as much as it used to, and they're trying to say that that's why he's, pushing his daughter in the forefront versus him saying he's retiring. I don't know. I can't confirm nor deny. But I know that man could preach a word. But it does seem, just this is just my thoughts. It does seem like since that Diddy stuff, he hasn't preached the same. You get what I'm saying? So you know, 'cause I don't know what happened. TD was at Diddy parties. Yeah, that's what they say. Um, and maybe just like if you're a cook or you know, like you make stuff, different stuff for people, Andre. This is why I always say it's not. It's sometimes you can't do things when you're not in the right space. So maybe you know, to me, it seems like his word doesn't hit the same. Um, because he's you know dealing with that because he's human. You know, it's got to be hard to go out and still show up, and all these rumors is out, and people want you to open up about it, and you don't say nothing. You know, he's a mega church. You know, so um, but I do like I love how he preaches. Shoot, back in 2016, 17, 18, Potter's House got me through when my life was going crazy. That man was preaching a word. So um but because I used to be a member of Potter's House virtually, it seems like now there's a difference in him. Do y'all have y'all seen it, or was it just me? Y'all know. I mean, he confessed publicly, and they saw changes. They extended him grace. Let's be honest, the man can preach. New Birth is thriving. Yeah, and that's the thing for me, right? Because I don't judge, because I never do it. Just for me, you know, oh, that's the thing. I'm about to say, what is going on over here? Why do I like it's glitching? Because the devil was once an angel. The devil was an angel, and the devil know the Bible too. You feel me? So it's one of those things for me, like, because I watched him when he interviewed Krishan. That was a good interview. That was a good segment. He's good. He is good for real. But then there comes a time when you too got to trust your own spirit, because he was good at what he was saying, but a part of my spirit was just like, "Mm," like, because he seems more as like since he's left Baltimore. I just remember when all that stuff was going on with the riots and stuff. He only came once the cameras came out. He was very. I saw that I was there. He was very more so. Let's go for the camera and do this. And he was able to make such a power play. Like he was only there that one time, and that was for the camera. So it's a whole thing with him, almost similar to like Beyonce and them. They only promote and show up when they want a dollar, or when the move is going to benefit them. Because I ain't gonna lie, it was right after that Freddie Ray stuff, and he showed up, and then he went did a meeting, never saw him again. Now he got this mega church in Georgia. Like it was like, oh, wherever is that? So he said exactly. Andre said exactly. So it's just like I don't know with y'all, but he definitely can preach. I can't take away that. But I just couldn't listen to him. I don't listen to him. Um, and it's not even because of what he do in his personal life. My spirit just don't like listening to him. Outside of him too, I don't like that man. I used to look at that man, I got Shawnee husband. Once he started shushing his congregation and lady, y'all remember the lady that was having the Holy Ghost and he told her shut up while he praying and try. I don't like stuff like that. That type of stuff turns me off. I unfollowed him and all of that. Um, he had some good messages, but I didn't like the messenger. You know, I don't like when you handle people. Even that one lady that was singing, it was something was like, this is a solo. It's like, and that's what I don't like either, because how everything is so much on the internet and everybody wants traction to their church or their business or something, that they're doing anything to get the attention. Because I'm really feeling like a lot of this stuff is clickbait for real. Um, I didn't like how she told the lady to be quiet. I didn't like the guy recently who told the church she wanted $2,000, and the lady came up there with she was $800 short. And she said, I'm giving this as the offering, and once I get the rest, da, da, da. She gave it to him, and he took it and said, this ain't what I told you to do. So I don't like the fact that, they're now, wanting, attention is a hell of a drug, they say. And that they are now doing this stuff and wanting this attention and stuff so bad that because what did Alexa say earlier? Past the kids be the worst kids. And what did Scenario say? We be thinking that they X, Y, and Z on this pedestal, and then they what May say on TikTok, because we be thinking they God, that when they do that, it makes us be like, oh, everybody's like that. That's why I don't go to church. That's why I don't do this. That's why I don't do this. That's why I don't do that. He doesn't have the same following that he used to have since the church was destroyed by the hurricane. Scenario, you was like a walking geography. What hurricane? You know I don't be watching the news. Everyone's sad. When was that hurricane? What I missed? The one in Jamaica? Tell me, girl. One thing she gonna do, y'all, is get it together. What hurricane? You talking about the Potter's house, or you talking about Jamal Mega Church? So I don't. So I that's what I don't like. I don't like that. Now I ain't gonna say the only person who I don't think did anything wrong was what Marvin Sapp or something when he said to do whatever he said $40. Well, I don't know if the $40 or $100 or $200. I don't know, but you know, I don't know because and the only reason why I say that is because I listened to his interview of where he was like, that wasn't for me. That was for the people who gave the conference asked me to do it and announce it. So I don't know. I feel like he was a he ended up being an innocent bystander. Went there to do a job, got asked to do something, and he took the backlash for it. Clearly, it didn't last that long. I don't believe. I feel like it didn't last as long as if they probably thought it was going to, because he spoke up so quickly about it and explained like what happened. But then I don't know. But then we got that other side too, where they say once you get into that celebrity world, and you want to do different things, they be making you do things that have moments of embarrassment to sacrifice yourself. So you just never know with the internet. Krishan and Blueface is back. I ain't gonna lie, I told y'all the other day I'm happy to see Blueface. I don't know why he put all that stuff on his face, but it's just some people where you have to be honest with yourself and say the internet is boring without them. Like Twitter is no fun without Nicki Minaj and Kanye. When Kanye West and when Nicki is quiet on Twitter, Twitter is boring. And a lot of people they're starting to recognize that now. Twitter is boring without Nicki Minaj on the air. And Kanye. Instagram with a little bit of Twitter. Without Blueface and them, boring. I gonna keep it a bit boring. They keep it entertaining. You might not like it, you might not want to see it, but I guarantee you're tuned in and they keep it going. I'm over Carlissa. Um, I'm over her because I just feel like as an old lady, you not even say old, someone over 50. Um, if she's doing it to play into selling her show, okay. But regularly just what she be doing, I just feel like she's too old to be doing some of the stuff she's doing. Like I told y'all, when I was young working on the police department, it was people that was my mother age and older that act like they was 21 or in high school. It's a shell shock for me. So to see a grandmother just, oh, that's not how she be. It's like, girl, keep that over there for your show. Stop trying to be all in the mix to everything. Now they back on. wanting a DNA test for the baby, doing all this. And I told everybody, I was like, yo, they doing all this for the show. And I'm so glad. Shout outs to y'all. Y'all followers, y'all be the best because right after I posted that, what Carlissa said to me on Instagram, right after I posted it in my story, I love y'all because somebody showed up with the receipt and sent it to me and was like, oh my God, you wasn't lying. It was for the show. I'm like, thank you. And I ain't even subscribed to her damn um movie show or whatever the show is. Yeah, that's all for the show. And making it seem like Jada and all them was beefing. I mean, whatever that girl name is. We ain't hear nothing about Jada in the whole 2 years that Blueface was gone to jail. That boy come home 24 hours. Now this baby mama drama. She getting checked. Oh, I don't let nobody play with my kid. This, that, and the third. Go get the kids because the kids is around Krishan. Like, girl, shut up. Y'all done already did this. Like, stop. So it's just like I don't have a problem with their drama, but the drama with them is like, y'all, it gets to a point where it should start to make a little more sense. Make the drama make more sense. Like we left off on y'all still trying to say this ain't his baby. They did the DNA test on their show saying that it was his baby. She done had 25 boyfriends. He done had 83 girlfriends, and now the baby mother and the two baby mothers are still beefing. Like, and Krishan ain't even worrying about you. She just worrying about this dude. We all know that. Jaden got a whole relationship with a woman because he been said on the show that she prefers a woman than a man, and now you pop up again because he come out of jail, don't want the kids. But what I don't like, and then we're gonna end on this note, I don't like how you could tell that the kids are putting it because when Blueface told the little brother to say hello to the baby brother, which is doing with Krishan, on the camera while he was like, say what's up to your baby brother. He looked. Did y'all see that? He looked and said something about the ball. He said and Blueface was like, say hi to your brother. And he was like, hey world, talking to the camera. Oh, you seen it? You seen it? And I was like, that bothered me because oh, I didn't even read the comment. The hurricane that hit Houston a couple years ago, Pastor Henderson X for contributions, knowing the church was covered by insurance. Oh wow. So you saw it, Andre? And I was like, that's what I didn't like. Because the kid is now in your drama because the kids is hearing the mother talk all this trash, what she been talking, what he's been seeing, because the kids in the middle of all that stuff. And he looked and ain't even want to acknowledge this baby as the brother. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, that's the part where I was like, oh, this is it gets to a point where what we doing? Are we just doing this for TV and this is really how we feeling? Because we know that to a degree, this is how Jaden really feel because she did Krishan took a man from her. Let's call a thing a thing. She took your nigga. But really, what did she get? This is why we gotta stop thinking people won. What did she win? Ain't like she won no motherfucking prize. But she making her money. They got this toxic stuff that keeps them together. But I don't like how now the kid is even publicly how the kid is even now publicly rejecting his brother on camera. Live though. You could see that. So that's why it's like to me for Carlissa, it's like Carlissa, whatever. When do you as the grandmother, like I know you try and do stuff for your show, but when do you as a grandmother be like, hold up, this is going too far. But she's so busy wanting to check my son this blue this he did 1,000 interviews talk about how you was a trashy parent. I mean, don't get me wrong, kids go off, depending upon what day of the week. If you talk to my daughter, I'm probably the worst mother too, you know. But even with y'all kids, y'all know, 1 minute you the hoorah, next minute they can't stand you. But the point is, with Carlissa, like you've done interviews talking about how y'all felt the way that he put this girl on and he didn't put his sister on. He put he left Jaden for this girl and went up regardless. And he said it. He was like, "Yo, I never had nobody, even though they got their own definition of love me and rock with me the way Krishan did." So I'm like, "Yo, she gotta love me. She did things for me that nobody has ever done when I was down bad, when I, so okay, cool. Now there's a kid involved. I'm just like, let's just stop with the kid and everybody talking about, oh, well, something wrong with the baby. We know something wrong with the baby. Let's stop acting like we don't. But why are we so invested? So I don't know. That was my thing with her when she said her little comment to me. And she didn't really get smart for real. She just was like, girl, well, I had coins before my son. And then that good receipt came to me. See what I'm saying? How the Lord show up for you. I wasn't even looking. I don't even cover this. And that good receipt came like, here you go. And I posted it and I tagged her and the person who posted it and said, like I said, where's the lie? It was for the show. Come on now. Krishan go to try to say something to the little girl, like, oh, look at your glasses, to take the little girl glasses off. She tries to hit Krishan. Carlissa, like, no, don't touch her. Like, look at what y'all doing in front of the kids for a show. Them kids don't know that this stuff is fake. Or them kids don't know that. So it's toxic. It's just like, damn, if only they knew what they were really doing. If only they knew what they were really putting into their kids. Maybe they would do better. Anything else will we get out of here, y'all? Because that just stressed me out. But they definitely shut down the internet. I'm definitely tuned in because I love them. I like them, and I don't love them because of their drama. I just feel like they should be studied. Um, and we could learn a lot from them because there's so many people that's dealing with what they dealing with behind closed doors. They just do it publicly and put you in their business and get a check off of it. Some of us sitting around getting beat on and talked to like crap for free. I don't know. Now that I'm not telling you, you know, let it go on for a coin. But I'm just saying, somebody's getting treated like crap for less. But yeah, I think it should just be a wake up call. Her family has like turned on her now. She's exposed that her sister molested her, and they're trying to say she's a liar, and I believe her. I mean, I believe her because I ain't gonna tell you you didn't because I wasn't there. Because she ain't the only one who said that she did that. But her family turned their back on her. Her one sister was doing live a couple weeks ago, selling all her name brand stuff that Krishan brought her. I guess because she need a coin. I don't know if she beefing because she need a coin. And the mother already, she ain't even know, the mother didn't know she was being recorded. Krishan was recording a conversation where the mother was saying like the other sister was jealous and this, that, and the third. And just how now things are different because Krishan's a little different. And then you got the people who say, well, she just was saying she was getting saved, she got saved, and she back on that same stuff. And we forget that it's not a cakewalk. You going backslide sometimes. What the hell? It's you go to get it worked out to be perfected. Not to you ain't gonna be perfect, but damn. So I don't know. But they shutting the internet down. They are shutting the internet down. Instagram been in a frenzy. They've been all. I ain't seen Krishan posted on my. Krishan ain't showed up on the internet this much on any of my feeds, any of my explore pages this much in a long time. Neither has Blueface because he was in jail. They are back. So y'all, we did 2 hours and 41 minutes. Thank you for everyone who participated and sent the dollar in to me. I appreciate that. Thank you guys for the businesses who have did the promo. And if you know anybody, whatever. Thank you guys for sharing the show. Thank you guys for being here with me. Make sure if you see my content, please share it. Engage, put a heart on it. Just put a little comment. Engagement is mattering now. Whatever that means to the internet. That's what they keep saying. Like engagement is important. So please, if you just see my stuff, just like it. Or put a little heart in a comment or something. Or reshare it for me. We've come a long way. Um, we've come a long way. And if you're on Patreon, stay tuned. I got that stuff coming up. I'll let you guys see the interview with Tasha K and I think TikTok on there too. I'll put that on there. But yeah, the Tasha K lane was just a little too. It's too messy, and I didn't really want to commit to that. I didn't want to really commit to that. But I tell y'all more about that on the Patreon. But I just didn't really want to commit to that. Um, but yeah, and I'm about to go get me something to eat. And I know you're gonna say, "Oh, I shouldn't even be eating this late," but I feel good because I can breathe a little bit. I'm gonna eat my little food, drink some more tea, see what my son want, pop my NyQuil, and watch Filio. I'll see you guys next week. Thank y'all for being here with me all these years. See you when I see you.